Welcome to Montreal, Quebec, where EA Sports presents the NHL regular season game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Montreal Canadiens.
Nice to have you with us. This is Jim Houston.
And I'm Darryl Ray.
Let's drop the puck. And here's how the goalies match up. Thibault goes head-to-head with Hasek. The Canadiens win the faceoff. Towards the net. Shoots! Hasek kept it out. Moves it to Holzinger. What a hit! Thibault gets the puck to Recchi. Thibault gets the puck to Quintel. Wilson shoots! He shoots! Thibault moves it to Quintel. Montreal should be making a line change soon. Koivu moves in. He blasted it. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Quintel passes into the middle. Recchi moves it to his own blue line. Across to Recchi. Koivu knocks the puck away. To Brisebois. Odette intercepted it. The Sabres will change on the fly. Koivu moves in. He blasted it. Hasek moves the puck to Plant. Montreal has a very tired line out on the ice right now. Thibault moves the puck to Brisebois. Thibault gives it to Quintel. Quintel out of his own zone. Quintel into the middle. Verada passes across. To Quintel. Thibault passes ahead. Quintel passes over to the wing. Sanderson jars the puck loose. It's one-on-one. Plant into the slot. Montreal has fresh legs on the ice. Ulana passes to the blue line. Moves in. Hasek passes ahead. It's still tied 0-0. Barnaby could be biting off more than he can chew. Ulana throws his gloves to the ice. Barnaby gets things started. Barnaby catches him with a good hard shot. And again! This has got to be more than a little embarrassing for Ulana.
Maybe his glove just fell off. I don't know.
A penalty's been called.
Buffalo penalty to number 36, Matthew Barnaby, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Penalty called for roughing.
Montreal penalty to number 55, Igor Ulanov, 2 minutes for roughing.
The puck is dropped. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Into the corner to Hood. Holzinger gets the puck to Wilson. Zhitnik out of his own zone. The Sabres start changing on the go. Malakoff moves it ahead. 4:08 into the first period. Holzinger over to the wing. Holzinger checked into the glass by Rushinsky. Hood blasted it. Grolo intercepts the pass. Montreal comes in offside. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Holland over to the wing. Buffalo has fresh legs on the ice. Thibault stopped it. Both teams are passing well in this game. To Quintel. To Quintel. Over to Hood. McKee feeds it ahead to Pekka. It's still tied 0-0. Ulana leaves the box. That'll mean a short power play for Montreal. Pekka flattens Quintel. The Buffalo Sabres go offside. And they drop the puck. Montreal gets possession off the draw. Moves in to Rushinsky. Great hit! 2:31 left in the penalty. Montreal leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Shannon to his own zone. Shannon into the middle. Shannon moves in. Shannon winds up. Malikoff passes across. It's tied 0-0. Brown was offside. The puck is dropped. The Montreal Canadiens win the faceoff. To the net. Brown passes across. Recchi passes it across. Buffalo needs to get a fresh line out there. Recchi passes it back. Quick shot on goal by Savage. To Brown. At center to Recchi. Recchi winds up. To Shannon. Montreal really needs to get another line out on the ice. Just 2 minutes remaining in the period. Thibault covers up the puck. Koivu wins the draw cleanly. Grollo flattened by Holzinger. The penalty will be called as soon as the Canadiens touch the puck. Grollo gets called for hooking.
Montreal penalty to number 48, Francois Grulot. 2 minutes for hooking.
Woolley winds up. The save was then made by Thibault. Barnaby steps back on the ice and his team will enjoy a shortened power play here. Then the puck was cleared by Corson. Hasek moves it to Plant. Plant out of his own zone. Moves in.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Plant takes the shot. Buffalo really needs to get another line out on the ice. Barnaby throws his gloves to the ice. Barnaby catches him with a good hard shot. This has got to be more than a little embarrassing for Ulanov. Barnaby gets a hold of his jersey. Barnaby goes after him with a haymaker. And again, Barnaby grabs a hold of Ulanov. This bout has been completely dominated by Barnaby.
In this game, you knock them down, you win.
Barnaby puts an end to the fight with that shot. Ulanov will sit for 5 minutes after that bout, and so will Barnaby.
Montreal penalty to number 55, Igor Ulanov. A 5-minute major for fighting. Buffalo penalty to number 36, Matthew Barnaby. A 5-minute major for fighting.
Savage got the puck down the ice. Hasek moves the puck to Zhitnik. Zhitnik out of his own zone. Zhitnik moves in towards the net. Zhitnik winds up. 10 seconds remaining in the period. To Savage, and that's the end of the first period.
Fans are reminded that...
Well, let's move to the second period. Hey, Razor, these guys can play.
Well, you can only hope that the second's as good as the first was.
Good gets to the circle. He'll face off against Holzinger. Brisebois can really dish the puck.
His ability to put pucks on line mate sticks in scoring position is second to none in this league.
Grollo steps back onto the ice as the penalty expires. Woolley chips it ahead to Pekka. Pekka passes it across. Both teams are looking for the go-ahead goal. To Pekka. Thibault stopped that. Thibault covers up the puck for the face-off. The Buffalo Sabres win the face-off. To to Shannon. Malikoff flattens Shannon. Rushinsky passes ahead. Woolley moves it ahead. Shannon chips it ahead to Shatan. Moves in. Montreal should be making a line change soon. The Canadians win the faceoff. To Corson. Corson out of his own zone. The puck's knocked loose by Zhitnik. Wilson passes ahead to Verada. Verada to the net. Montreal should be making a line change soon. Zhitnik shoots! Sanderson hits him. Verada to center. Verada chips it ahead to Sanderson. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Thibault gets the puck to Quintel. At center to Sanderson. Thibault saves! Pekka gets possession off the draw. Hasek passes it across to Brown. At center to Holland. The Sabres will change on the fly. Across to Brown. The score is even. Thibault gives it to Grollo. To Rivet. To Brunet. Montreal should be making a line change soon. Hasek saw that one coming. Hasek passes it across. Buffalo beats out the icing call. To Poulin. Poulin was knocked down by Primo. Damphus gets the puck to Brunet. Montreal has a fresh line on the ice. Shannon gets the puck to Woolley. That's icing against the Buffalo Sabres. The Montreal Canadiens win the faceoff. Higgins could be biting off more than he can chew. Barnaby throws his gloves to the ice. Barnaby catches him with a good hard shot. This has got to be more than a little embarrassing for Higgins.
Lesson 1, don't lead with your face.
Barnaby plans the victory blow, and this fight is over. Higgins will have 5 minutes to think about that scrap, as will Barnaby. Penalty called for starting a fight. Brunet will serve the 2-minute instigator penalty for Higgins.
Buffalo penalty to number 36, Matthew Barnaby, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Both teams are looking for the go-ahead goal. Hood out of his own zone. Hood gets hit. Offside, Montreal. The Canadians will change on the fly. To Brown. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Hasek passed that across 2 lines. The Montreal Canadiens win the faceoff. Savage scores shorthanded. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. The puck is dropped.
Montreal goal, his 5th of the season, scored shorthanded by number 49, Brian Savage. Assisted by number 11, Saku Koivu, and number 38, Vladimir Malikoff.
Montreal needs to get a fresh line out there. To Woolley. Savage to center. Savage clears the puck. To Audette. Moves in. Time runs out on the penalty to Brunet. Shannon winds up. Thibault stopped him. to Odette. Koivu passes it across. Savage over to the wing. Montreal has fresh legs on the ice. Brown gets the puck to Odette. 1:43 left in the period. To Koivu. Koivu gets the puck to Corson. Hasek passes across. Then moves it ahead to Brown. Buffalo needs to get a fresh line out there. That's offside. Montreal has a fresh line on the ice. 1:02 left in the period. Towards the net.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Plant gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. The teams line up for the faceoff. The puck is dropped. Koivu won the draw. Barada shoots. Holland shoots. Barada shoots. Plant scores.
Play has been suspended while the goal is reviewed by the video goal judge.
Let's see what the video goal judge has to say. And this one is going to count after all. Koivu gets to the circle. He'll face off against Pekka.
Buffalo goal scored by number 26, Derek Plunk. Assisted by number 46, Jason Holland. And number 25, Vaclav Varada.
Montreal touches the puck for icing. They drop the puck, and that's the end of the second period.
If you have lost anything, please check with Lost and Found at the south entrance.
Welcome back for the third period of today's game on NHL 99. Koivu gets to the circle. He'll face off against Holzinger. Koivu hits him. Montreal was offside. And they drop the puck. Koivu gets possession off the draw. He's nailed by Sanderson. Plant moves it into the middle. Towards the net. Holland winds up, then he shot it from the slot. Ulanov cleared the puck. Barada moves it ahead to Sanderson. A delayed call against Buffalo. Penalty called for cross-checking.
Buffalo penalty to number 80, Jeff Sanderson. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. To center. Pekka moves in. Tebow holds on to it. Montreal wins the draw cleanly. Ling gives it to Malakoff. It's one-on-one. Brushinski scores on the power play. Sanderson can't feel good about being in the box for that goal.
They made them pay for that penalty.
Hood gets to the circle. He'll face off against Primo.
Montreal goal scored on the power play by number 26, Martin Ruzinski. Assisted by number 38, Vladimir Malakoff. And number 51, David Ling.
The pass was intercepted. Woolley flattens Ulanov. Hood winds up. He takes a slap shot. Montreal should be making a line change soon.
A couple of chances, a couple of saves.
This is going to be a real test for Barnaby. Ulanov drops his gloves. Barnaby gets things started. Barnaby connects in a big way. And again! And again!
He just lathered him with punches.
And it's a decisive win for Barnaby.
Buffalo penalty to number 36, Matthew Barnaby, a 5-minute major for fighting.
The Buffalo Sabres win the faceoff. Grenade shoots! It was kept out by Hasher. The Sabres change up their lines. Tebow hangs onto the puck. The Sabres win the faceoff. Shannon winds up. Towards the net. Shoots! The Sabres change up their lines. Woolley to the net. Montreal clinging to the lead right now. Grenade over to the wing. Grenade was checked. Holzinger over to the wing. The Sabres start changing on the go. Into the corner. Holzinger scores shorthanded.
Let's take a look at the replay. Here he has the puck. He let a wrist shot go and turned the light on.
Koivu gets to the circle. He'll face off against Holzinger. Montreal has a fresh line on the ice.
Buffalo goal, scored shorthanded by number 19, Brian Holzinger.
Pass intercepted over to Koivu. The puck's knocked loose by Rushinsky. Koivu scores on the power play. Barnaby will serve the full 5 minutes no matter how many times the power play scores here.
Let's take another look at that one, Jim. The play starts with an interception, then it was moved, and it found a home in the back of the net.
Montreal goal, scored on the power play by number 11, Saku Koivu, assisted by number 26, Martin Ruzinski, and number 48, Francois Goulot.
To Grolo. He's flattened by Brown.
You gotta keep your head up.
To Malakoff. A pass to Ling. Grolo shoots! Both teams are passing well in this game. The Sabres start changing on the go. Pekka blasts Malakoff. Tebow slows things down by covering up. Savage won the draw. Montreal has fresh legs on the ice. Recchi winds up. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. To center. The Sabres start changing on the go. Montreal pushing for a little more insurance now. The Buffalo Sabres win the faceoff. Into the corner. Montreal leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Moves in to Savage. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. To Recchi. He fired it.
They continue to do everything but slip a puck past him.
Time runs out on the penalty to Barnaby. Savage blasted it over to Shatan. To center. The Sabres start changing on the go. The goalie leaves the net on the delayed penalty call. Holzinger out of the corner. Zhitnik blasted it. Montreal gets called for hooking.
Montreal penalty to number 43, Patrice Brisebois, 2 minutes for hooking.
Montreal needs to get a fresh line out there. Moves in. Barnaby winds up. Montreal pushing for a little more insurance now. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Moves in. Brown shoots the puck. That's stopped by Thibault.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Grollo clears the puck down the ice. Hasek moves it to Shannon. Moves in. Shannon into the slot. He shoots the puck. Brown winds up. Malika clears the puck out of his zone. Hasek gets the puck to Shannon. Put this one in the books. The Canadiens have won the game.